So I got a question here, just because LA Knight did the Indies and Impact and all those promotions where The Miz was WWE. He never went to anything.
Yep, he was
So
tough enough on Tough Enough.
he was legit tough enough into WWE. You can't. It's
Yeah.
basically this performance on it. So because do you think that they could do something, like that? I mean, not obviously concretely talk about that stuff, but allude to it, and that could be another element to their feud. That's where I would like to see them go, because they're both the same, but they were brought up in different worlds doing the same thing.
I feel like
One's
they
very
could
WWE, the
because
others, yeah.
they kind of mentioned it. I mean, they've dabbled a lot in mentioning what Cody did before he came back to WWE, and you feel like if anything is going to be off limits, it would be even mentioning the fact that AEW exists, whereas mentioning that Impact exists at this point in time is like nothing. It would have been a bigger deal
Yeah.
10 plus years ago, but I feel like them mentioning in a way somehow that he was Eli Drake or that he had done all of these other things, I don't see that it being off limits.
Yeah, like he was
But
huge in NWA. He was huge
yeah,
in Impact. Like that's where he
yeah.
made his name. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where the fans, grew to love him. Where the Miz, he grew up doing the same thing, but it's WWE. It's the product of that.
Yeah,
So I think there's a lot you can do with it in that way.
yeah,
I am so excited for this.
yeah. So I hope that they do go with it. I hope that it wasn't just a one-off thing, and it was like, oh, well, you're like, oh, we just did SummerSlam, and Minnesota is right there. It's not that far. Like, I really hope it's not just a one-off, but we shall see.